February, Heart Mountain, Wyoming is a cold and windy place. There are few traces of what stood here 70 years ago. A place where 10,000 men, women, and children were held prisoner behind barbed wire, watched over by troops in guard towers. Bill Shishima was 11 years old when his family arrived at Heart Mountain.
I thought, wow, we're in no man's land. It's just cactus and sagebrush and tumbleweeds, and then rows and rows of barracks.
After the Japanese attack on Pearl Harbor, all Japanese Americans were considered potential spies. On February 19, 1942, President Franklin Roosevelt authorized the military to relocate Japanese and Japanese Americans living in the Pacific Coast states to a network of internment camps. 120,000, most of them U.S. citizens, were rounded up.
They were moved here, forced to come here, left behind everything they had, and were only able to take with them what they could carry in a small suitcase.
Today, a new museum and learning center stands at Heart Mountain. These are accurate replicas of living quarters built from raw planks and tar paper.
First year we really froze. It's one of the coldest winter in Wyoming history. My parents used to say in Japanese, shikata ga nai. It can't be helped. So we had to sort of live with it.
While many Japanese Americans fought bravely in the war, 63 young men from Heart Mountain refused to be drafted unless their families were given freedom. They were sent to prison. Bill Shishima attended the school and joined the Camp Boy Scout troop. He recalls a scouting trip to a nearby town.
And I noticed then the signs in the shops, no Japs here or no Japs allowed. So we thought, wow, felt uneasy. I felt real sort of inferior.
When the war ended, people found that their houses and businesses back home had been taken away. In 1982, a government commission found that internment was without military justification, blaming race prejudice, war hysteria, and a failure of political leadership. But questions remain. Could it happen again? Could other minorities be singled out in a time of crisis? Steve Legere is director of the Heart Mountain Museum.
If it's a bad enough event, if people are angry enough, and political leadership fails, I think it could happen again.
Heart Mountain remains as a stark symbol of injustice and a warning to the future. Rob Reynolds, Al Jazeera, Heart Mountain, Wyoming.